Boom kadeem kabam guys, this is GamesTechno back with another video, and as you know that WWE 2K18 has been released this month, and I'm pretty sure that I'm late, but it doesn't matter. Today we're gonna be talking about the top 5 of the best and 5 of the worst superstars in WWE 2K18 on the basis of their looks, their facial impressions, their body structures. I have selected 5 of the worst looking superstars and 5 of the best looking superstars of 2K18. As we know that they have changed the game engine and all of that stuff, the lighting is amazing in this game, and most of the wrestlers are looking pretty good, but we're gonna be seeing both of them. So without further ado, let's kick it off.
Now I done grew up around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask, backdoor bigger day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels, some people want to kill their sorrow.
So we're gonna be starting with the worst ones. So I'm just kidding. We're gonna be starting with the best ones. So first of all, we have Randy Orton. Randy Orton is one of the best looking superstars in this game. As you can see in this screenshot, in WWE 2K18, this wrestler is looking phenomenal. Like you can see, he's like pretty much looking like the real Randy Orton. The lighting effects are adding up to its like detail and stuff. His tattoos are pretty clear. On the other side, as you can see in 2K17, the tattoos are not that clear and the facial impressions really do suck. And it's actually looking like a video game character in 2K17, whereas in the 2K18 one, there is a whole lot of realism in the photograph. Next up, we have this Randy Orton from 2K18. You can see that. Like, look at that, man. Look at that. Those pecs, that chest, those tattoos, and his facial impressions. All of that is shining. And all because of the lighting effects and the new game engine, it's looking pretty damn good. As you can see in this 2K17 screenshot, it's not looking pretty good, or is it? And now we're gonna be moving to one of the worst ported superstars in WWE 2K18, and guess who it is? It's Dave Batista, or you may only know him as Batista. And here we have him. Actually, in WWE 2K18, he's looking pretty damn good. But just see that his facial impressions are not that good. As you can see, it's not even looking like Batista's face. It's like someone else. In 2K17, it was worse. I know that it was worse in 2K17, and in 2K18, his body is looking pretty good, and tattoos and all of that stuff is looking good. But his facial expressions and the facial impression, he's not even looking like Batista in the real life. Maybe the 2K17 one's face is looking some, I can say, pretty similar to the original one, and in 2K18 his face is not even looking like the real Batista. Now let me tell you a thing. Here you see the model of Batista from WWE 2K15. Yes, not 16, not 17, 15. Here he is, and here he is in the 2K17. His like they just ported him over. It's looking fucking stupid, I know that. But yeah, that's what they did. So their 2K18 effort is kind of at the level to be appreciated. So you can't complain, but he's one of the worst ported superstars in 2K18. And next up, in the best ones, we have Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore is like, look at this, man. Look at the detail in this picture. And as you can see from the 2K18 and the 17 ones, the 2K18 again has a win because he's looking amazing. What I could have made by this image is just amazing. The game engine, the shadows, the light quality, the whatever the light, like the reflections, everything is looking pretty damn good. Look at that, man. Just look at that. And in the 17 one, we had a pretty good character, but in front of the 2K18 one, 17 one is looking kind of idiotic. And here's another screenshot from 17. As you can see that it's not that realistic, but you can surely make out that it's Enzo from WWE, of course. But in this 2K18 again, in this 2K18 screenshot again, he's looking amazing, holding on his mic, and the lighting effects and the depth of field, all of that is looking pretty damn good. So next up, we're gonna go for another worst ported superstar in 2K18, and here we have Rob Van Dam. And here you can see it in the screenshot. The lighting's looking pretty good, and the reflections are too. Actually, I didn't have a high resolution photograph of Rob Van Dam, but we can't compare it with the 2K17 one because there was no Rob Van Dam in the 2K17. Even if it was modded, of course. That's what I can make out of it. So yeah, he's looking pretty good in this photograph because it's not the front facial view of Rob Van Dam. Let me show you the front facial view of Rob Van Dam. Here it is, man. Here it freaking is. Why is he not looking like Rob Van Dam? Just like Batista, he's looking fucking stupid, and he's not even looking like Rob Van Dam, or is he? If he's even Rob Van Dam, he's like so high on weeds. What the fuck is that, man? ECW, everything else is looking pretty good, and the body is all good, but why don't you make the face prettier than it is? Or should I say, just as it is in the real life? What is this, man? What are you doing, 2K? Next up, we have one of the best looking superstars, and it is none other than the cover superstar Seth Rollins. Look at that, man. It is one of the earliest screenshots that 2K has issued, and his body is looking fucking amazing. Look at those abs, look at those hairs on the chest and everything, the depth of field, the reflections, the shadows under the arms, and his face. His face is the fact that the face is like another point where he's looking pretty damn good in comparison to the 2K17 was. He's just like a joke in 2K17. Just look at that. Okay, moving further, we have another screenshot of 2K18 of Seth Rollins in which the lighting effect is shining out, and this image is looking phenomenal once again. Look at those reflections, shadows, hair, looking like realistic. I know these are screenshots, most of them are freaking screenshots, but in the entrance you can just see that how the game engine is working, and most of the entrances are freaking amazing. In this engine, everything is looking pretty damn good, and from 2K17 to 2K18 they have made a huge success and huge graphical improvements. I don't think you want to look at it. The 2K17s, Seth Rollins once again strikes out of nowhere. Okay, then we have one of the worst ones, and I hate to say that I added Alexa Bliss on this list just because they did not make the skin tone of the right color in the game. Her skin tone is looking pretty dark in the game, whereas in the real life she is pretty fair, I think. I don't know, but that's just my point of view maybe. I don't know, guys. Let me let me know that in the comment section down below if we have a dispute right here. So as we can see from the 2K18 and 2K17 screenshots, both of them are looking nice. What I can make out of it is they have made a great face this time rather than the previous one, but the color is not good, and all of the other things are looking pretty damn good. Rather than the hair, I think this game developer 2K has to do some work on the hair of the wrestlers because they're never looking realistic, but in this case it's looking pretty decent. The 2K17 one is good in color, like she's more close to the real Alexa Bliss, and that's all. So here we have another screenshot from 2K17 of Alexa Bliss. Her eyes are looking like the real Alexa Bliss, and all of the other things are faded out, or you can say the colors are like toned down in this image, but yeah. So then from one of the best superstars, we have Shinsuke Nakamura. And as you can see, here's a lot of improvement from the 2K17. He's looking fucking original. Look at this screenshot, guys. Just look at this. It's pretty damn good job from WWE 2K, or should I say just 2K. They're doing pretty good job in most of the models, as I've said earlier. So no hate for them, but just like some of the complaints that I had, that's why I made this video. So yeah, not going too far into that topic. So here, as we can see, Shinsuke is looking pretty realistic, and in the 2K17 screenshot, he's not looking realistic. His face is just kind of like fucking, he was in the DLC, I think, of 2K17. His face is not looking pretty good. His facial impressions are not looking good, but in the 2K18, they have made a hell lot of improvement. That's what I can say. Just that's what I can say. So to the next one. I know it's not gonna look good, but here we have it. One of the worst ones is Big A. Yeah, Big A. Look at this screenshot. Like WWE 2K18 versus WWE 2K17. Now, what in the fucking world does that mean? Let me tell you, when 2K issues some screenshots, you can't believe on them. Don't just rely on them. When you take an original screenshot from a game and stuff, then you can see the real quality of the character. So here you can see that 2K has issued this photograph for the WWE 2K17, the one in the right side, and it's looking pretty damn better than the WWE 2K18's real model. Look at his face, guys. Just look at his fucking face. He's not even looking like Big E, but yeah, pretty much we can say that he's looking like Big E, but the facial impressions are not that good. In the 2K17 screenshot, the cinematic one that they have issued, that 2K has issued, he's looking pretty damn good. Just look at that. But let me show you now the real superstar from 2K17, and that is how he looks. He fucking sucks in his looks. In the game, of course. So yeah, comparing this one to the 2K18 one, the 2K18 one is improved, but again, it's not a hell lot of improvement. It's not a very good kind of improvement, They have not like done some serious work on Big E. So that's why it happens.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And now we are about to go and have a look at the most phenomenal looking superstar in the game WWE 2K18. And he's no other than, I hate to say this like that, Brock Lesnar. And here he is, guys. Just look at that. What I should say about this screenshot, it's like fucking it's freaking fucking phenomenal. Look at that. WWE 2K18 one is just standing against the real Brock Lesnar. That's what he looks like. He's just like the real Brock Lesnar. Look at his face impressions. Look at his body structure, his buff, and all of that stuff. I know that the championship is not looking that good, but it's pretty damn good, as they have added this to the game, like the Universal Championship. It's looking pretty good, and the sword on Brock Lesnar's chest, that he has the tattoos and stuff, all of that is shining out bright. If you compare it with the 2K17 model, it's gonna be a fucking joke. Just look at that. Just have a look at that. And that's one example of the screenshots issued by 2K once again, as in this 2K17 screenshot that 2K has released earlier, Brock is looking freaking amazing in this one, rather compared to the one that we have seen of 2K17 earlier. He's looking pretty good. But then if you see one of the cinematic Brock Lesnar's once again given by 2K, and I don't I'm not disputing the fact that they issue the screenshots and they are out of the world, they are from out of the world. I'm I'm not saying that, but the thing I'm saying is that the screenshots they just send may or may not be like the super equal ones, because as we can see that Brock is looking freaking amazing in this, and in his real entrance in the game he's also looking fucking amazing in 2K18. Believe me guys, if you don't know how he looks, just check out his entrance of WWE 2K18. He's looking phenomenal. And then we have our last worst pick of this video, and here she is, another diva, Sasha Banks. And here we have her. Like, look at the 2K18 model and look at the 2K17 one. They have made an improvement, quite a lot of improvement, but what I can make out of it is her face is not that accurate. Still, it's not that accurate. Like, the one in the 2K17 one is also looking pretty good, but in the 2K18 the lighting and all of that new game engine stuff is making its impression. That's why she's looking good, or isn't she? But still they have to do a hell lot of work to improve her face. And look at this, guys, look at this screenshot from 2K17. She's not looking good at all. Look at her face, just look at her. So yeah, by means of this video, I was never meant to criticize 2K for not doing a good job on some of the superstars, but of course that I am trying to say that they should have done some good job in like these superstars and should have improved other sections of their games. That you may probably know that they're not very good. The 2K games are not known for being good with the mechanics, controls, and the features they're adding up. They're like the similar ones from 15 to 18. Nothing has like changed a lot, because people, including me, used to love the previous games in this series of WWE when 2K was not making them. Like, they were developed by THQ and whatnot, I don't know. One of my favorites is WWE Smack Pain. We used to play it on the PS2 and then on the PC using the emulator. But yeah, that's all of my experience. So yeah, that was all for today's video, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button down below if you did enjoy this video, and don't forget to share it with your friends who are interested in WWE 2K stuff, and you know, in the WWE stuff or the gaming niche or whatever, or in gaming or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to have the latest and the greatest updates from my channel, from me. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.